Hello, friends. Today we gather to talk about family, not just the warmth of shared meals or holiday traditions, but the shadows beneath, the expectations that bind us, the secrets that wound us, and the courage it takes to stand up when something feels wrong. This is the story of a woman who dreamed of building a family filled with love, only to face a truth that shattered her heart. If you're over 40, you know family can be both a haven and a challenge. Maybe you've questioned a tradition, felt the weight of unspoken rules, or carried the ache of betrayal. This story is for you, a mirror to reflect your own struggles, a light to guide you through pain, and a call to find strength in truth. We'll walk with her, step by trembling step, to understand her heart and what it whispers about love, trust, and survival. So, take a deep breath, hold a warm drink close, and let's share this story with open hearts. It's a tale of loss, but also of hope, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we can find the courage to rewrite our story.
Imagine Anna, a woman whose heart yearns for a home, sitting cross-legged on her apartment floor, folding wedding programs with Marcus, the man whose warm brown eyes captured her soul the first night they met. They sip wine, laugh about their rehearsal dinner, and dream of a honeymoon in Santorini, where the sea sparkles like their hopes. This moment is an unspoken vow life, brimming with love, connection, and a family to call her own. For Anna, this is everything she's ever craved, a tapestry woven from trust and tenderness. Marcus's family embraces her with open arms. His mother, Maria, is the heart of it all, teaching Anna to make Sunday sauce, stirring tomatoes and basil, while sharing stories of her own wedding. When Anna's grandmother passes, Maria is there, her tears mingling with Anna's, her arms a shelter from grief. She offers warm biscotti, and Anna feels it. This is home. This is the family she's longed for, where traditions are love made tangible, where every meal is a promise of forever. If you're over 40, you know this ache for belonging. Maybe it's the memory of your mother's hands kneading dough, or the way your family gathers to light candles, share stories, or pass down a prayer. These rituals anchor us, make us feel part of something greater. Anna sees her future in Marcus's eyes, Sunday dinners with their children's laughter echoing. Holidays filled with Maria's sauce and stories, a life stitched together by trust. She imagines growing old beside him, hands intertwined, their love a quiet fire that never fades. But what happens when the family you love hides a shadow? When the traditions you cherish carry a cost you can't bear? If you've lived long enough, you've felt it, that moment when love comes with a catch. When a family's warmth masks a colder truth. Anna's dream is about to shatter, her heart about to face a test she never imagined. Have you ever stood at that crossroads, where those you trust ask you to accept something wrong? Anna's about to step into that moment, and it will carve her path in ways she never expected. 2 nights before her wedding, Anna's apartment hums with quiet joy. She and Marcus fold programs, candlelight flickering like fragile hope. Then Marcus speaks, his voice casual, as if mentioning the weather. "Tomorrow night, my father needs to examine you," he says. "My brothers will be there as witnesses." Anna laughs, a sharp, nervous sound, waiting for the smile that never comes. Marques's eyes, once her haven, remain steady, unneeded. He takes her hand, rubbing circles into her palm, a gesture that once soothed her but now feels like a cage. "It's how we ensure the bride is pure," he says, the word pure slicing through her like a blade. Pure. The word is a betrayal. In their modern apartment, amid RSVP cards and Santorini dreams, the idea is absurd. A virginity test? Before his family? Anna pulls her hand away, her voice a quiet fire. "No, that's not happening." Marcus paces, his voice rising, sharp with desperation. "It's not a violation, it's verification. 5 minutes, and we move on. 5 minutes." As if her dignity could be timed, her worth reduced to a ritual. Anna's mind reels, her heart splintering. She thinks of the 2 years they waited to be intimate, Marcus's voice soft, promising their wedding night would be sacred. She thought it was love, a shared vow. Now, it feels like she was preserved, a prize to be inspected, her value tied to an unbroken seal. If you're over 40, you know the sting of betrayal when someone you trusted reveals a truth that shatters your world. Maybe it was a partner who hid a secret, a parent who demanded too much, a friend who turned away. Anna's heart breaks as she realizes the family she loved, who held her through grief, who taught her to cook, endured this too. Maria, with her warm hugs and tearful stories, submitted to this tradition. And now Anna is expected to follow, to lay bare her body and soul for a family she thought was hers. "I can't," Anna whispers, her voice barely a breath. That night, she flees. She drives through the rain, mascara streaking her rehearsal dinner dress, the fabric clinging like a second sorrow. She collapses into her best friend's arms, her voice breaking. "He wants his dad to check if I'm pure." Her friend holds her, pouring wine. Anna can't drink, listening as she sobs herself to sleep. The rain, a relentless drumbeat outside. Imagine being Anna, standing at the edge of the life you dreamed, watching it crumble in a single sentence. Have you ever felt that fracture when someone you loved asked you to accept something that tore at your soul? Anna's story is a stark mirror, reflecting the pain of traditions that hide harm behind the guise of love. Her heart is broken, but her fight is just beginning. The next morning, Anna returns to the apartment, clinging to a fragile hope and apology. A misunderstanding, anything to heal this wound. Instead, she finds Marcus crying, his face buried in his hands, the table strewn with the wreckage of their wedding plans. She takes a deep breath, her voice steady despite the ache. "If you loved me, you'd protect me from this." Then it happens. Marcus's hand flies out, striking her cheek. The moment is a lightning bolt, shocking them both. His eyes widen, as if he didn't mean to, but the sting burns, a betrayal deeper than words. They stand frozen. The silence a chasm. Anna places her engagement ring on the counter, the metal cold against her fingers, and walks out, the door closing like a final breath. Days later, Marcus appears at her friend's apartment, hands trembling, his face a ghost of the man who proposed on the Brooklyn Bridge. "I hit you to save your life," he says, his voice a broken whisper. Anna stares, torn between fear and disbelief. "The examination isn't about purity," he says. "It's an auction." The word auction is a second blade, cutting through her last shred of hope. The Castano family isn't upholding a tradition there, trafficking women, cloaking it in Anna. Marcus warns, they'll find her, their reach woven into every corner of her life. Anna's friend, a law student, films silently, her instincts sharp as a razor. Anna cancels the wedding, draining her savings to pay the venue, each dollar a piece of her future lost. Her job marks her as unstable when she misses shifts, her grief too heavy to explain. Her friend asks her to leave, her scholarship tied to the Castanos' influence. Even Anna's church turns against her, banning her while Marcus's mother takes her grandmother's seat, her tears a performance, her presence a theft of Anna's place. Anna's own mother pleads with her to stop, fearing her father will lose his biggest client. If you're over 40, you know this pain when a community closes ranks, when friends choose safety, when family chooses silence. Anna is erased, painted as the unstable bride while Marcus plays the heartbroken groom, his charm masking his complicity. She feels like a ghost in her own life, her reputation shattered, her heart a battlefield. Then, a moment pierces the dark. At a pediatrician's office, Anna sees Marquez's sister-in-law, also named Maria. Their eyes meet, and Maria mouths one word, "Help." It's a silent cry, a spark in the void. Anna's heart races. She's not alone, but the danger is real. She begins documenting everything, every clue, every whisper of the Castanos' power. They think they're breaking her, but she's mapping their darkness, her pen a weapon, her resolve a fire. Have you ever stood up for what's right, knowing it might cost you everything? Maybe it was a family argument, a workplace stand, or a quiet refusal to follow a wrong rule. Anna's world is crumbling, but her heart is waking. She's about to uncover a truth that will shatter the Castano legacy. Anna fights back, her heart a quiet storm. She hacks into Marcus's cloud storage, guessing his password, his mother's birthday, a detail once intimate, now a key to their secrets. She finds emails to a Father Francis, each word a confession of the Castanos' crimes. Marcus's messages reveal his horror, his desperate attempt to push Anna away before she could be sold. The truth is a wound, but it's also her weapon. Maria, Marcus's sister in defiance, at a pharmacy, whispering over aspirin bottles. Maria warns, they watch everything. "If I leave, I'll lose my son." But her courage burns brighter than her fear. She hides evidence in her son's toys, USB drives tucked into teddy bears, recordings of the auctions, names, dates, truths that could free them both. Her hands tremble, but her resolve is steel. Anna and Maria's evidence is a beacon, forcing the authorities to listen. Charges are filed: trafficking, conspiracy, a web of lies spun across generations. The trial is a reckoning. Marcus takes the stand, his voice breaking as he confesses the family's manipulation, the grooming disguised as honor. Maria's testimony is a fire, burning through the Castanos' facade. She details the auctions, the inspections, the sales, each word a step toward freedom, each truth a blow to their empire. The jury doesn't waver. Guilty. Mr. Castano is sentenced to 25 years, his sons to 15 and 20. Mrs. Castano, a victim of the same system, is sent to counseling. Her own scars, a silent testimony. The Castano name, once a pillar of charity, becomes a synonym for shame. Their homes are sealed, their legacy dismantled, their secrets laid bare, but the scars remain. For Anna, Maria, and the women who come forward, the victory is bittersweet. They've torn down a system, but the cost is etched in their hearts. If you've ever uncovered a truth that changed your world, a family secret, a betrayal, a lie you couldn't ignore, you know this pain. It's a wound, but also a doorway to freedom. Anna and Maria have stepped through that door. Their courage, a light for others. Anna starts over in a city where no one knows her name. She works odd jobs, waitressing, tutoring, anything to keep the lights on. She finds a therapist who helps her untangle the knots of trauma, each session a step toward peace. Her life is smaller than the one she dreamed with Marcus, but it's hers, built on truth, not lies. She takes long walks, the air clean, her heart no longer checking for shadows. The nightmares fade, one quiet morning at a time. Maria, too, finds her way. She studies to become a social worker, raising her son in safety. One day, she texts Anna. He laughed. 3 words, simple and radiant. Bring Anna to tears, not from pain, but from joy. Maria's son, laughing, is proof their fight was worth it. A spark of life reclaimed from the dark. Their story ripples outward. New laws pass, protecting others from the horrors they faced. Anna speaks at trainings, her voice a tool to challenge traditions that harm. She joins support groups where survivors become family, not by blood, but by shared courage. The wedding dress she never wore, she donates. It's white silk, a hope for another bride's joy. If you're over 40, you know family isn't just who you're reborn. To it s, who stands with you when the world turns away. Anna and Maria built a new kind of family, rooted in truth, forged in fire. What does family mean to you? The traditions that lift your heart, or the ones you've had to break? Their story whispers that healing is possible, that even the deepest wounds can become a source of strength. Anna dreamed of a family, but uncovered a darkness that broke her heart. With Maria's courage, she ended a cycle of harm and built a legacy of change. Their story is a mirror for us. All families are complex, woven from love, but sometimes threaded with secrets. If you're over 40, you've felt this. The traditions that warm your soul and the ones that weigh it down. Anna and Maria lost so much: friends, safety, the lives they planned, but they gained something greater. Freedom, purpose, and a bond forged in survival. Their courage changed laws, built communities, and showed us that truth can rebuild what lies destroy. Listen to the stories around you. If someone shares a pain like Anna's, hold space for them. Question the traditions in your own life. Cherish the ones that lift you. Challenge the ones that wound. Share this story with someone who needs it. Talk about your own family. What strengthens you? What needs to change? If you or someone you know needs help, check the description for resources. You are never alone. Thank you for walking this journey with us. Anna and Maria remind us that love, respect, and courage make a family. Keep listening, keep questioning, and keep building a life that shines with truth.